So I have a few easy one-pan dinners for you guys this week. This first one is a chicken bacon bake, and it's delicious and it all fits in a pan. And how awesome is it when you're done with dinner and all you have to clean is one dish? Those nights, my heart is happy. So I'm gonna share this, and it's delicious, you guys, and it's easy to throw together. So I just have everything all chopped up here. First, you're gonna need some white potatoes. And you can swap this out with whatever you like. If you don't like white potatoes, you can swap them out with sweet potatoes. If you are on keto, then you can swap these out with cauliflower. I have done that before in this dish and it tastes absolutely amazing. But I love white potatoes. And you know, white potatoes, they get a bad rap. I don't know why. They are amazing. They taste amazing, first of all. We need to enjoy the food that we eat. Secondly, they are a resistant starch. That means that they're not fully digested through your system, and they feed all of your good bacteria. Also, these things are loaded with potassium, and you need a lot of potassium. Look it up. I don't know it offhand, but you are supposed to be eating a lot of potassium through your day. So I love white potatoes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put those in the bottom of the dish. Just spread them out so it fills up the dish. And then on top of the potatoes, I am going to put, I just have some cut up chicken breasts here, and you just do as much as your family is going to eat. There is no right measurement to any of this. That's one of the joys of cooking, is you can just make it however you need. Oh, I left a couple potatoes in there. We want to get all those potatoes. Just spread that out so it's evenly coated throughout the pan here. Next, easy peasy, get yourself a bag of frozen vegetables, whatever you like. I'm doing these fine green beans. I love the fine green beans. Also, what would be delicious in this is carrot or broccoli. Both of those would be super good. Oh. Just spread those out so it's even. Next, I have some onion, and you just want to sprinkle onion all throughout. Again, onion is an amazing food that feeds your good bacteria in your digestive system. So load up if you like it. I do. So you can see I'm loading it up, because I'm of the opinion when it comes to onions, you just can't have too many. And then last, but certainly not least, the star of the show, which is going to flavor everything. You know what? I'm actually going to wash my hands and real quick, and I'm going to add salt and pepper before I put this on. I am like a hand washing, like I'm going to touch the salt that I'm going to touch later. So I just touched raw meat. So definitely need to wash the hands. But I just put some salt and pepper on this, or whatever other spices you like. And remember, like, nothing is spiced. So you're going to want to really spice it up. But this bacon here, it's going to add so much flavor. I half cooked this bacon. I didn't want all the fat in the dish, but I definitely want some of the fat like dripping through it. And adding all that flavor. So that's all you do. And this dinner is so easy. All I'm going to do, I am going to when I wash my hands again. I'm gonna put some parchment paper on this, and then I'm gonna put some tin foil on top of it because... So I realized I didn't tell you guys how long to cook that chicken bacon bake. All you're gonna wanna do is just throw it in your oven at 400 degrees for about an hour. Just make sure that those potatoes are soft and the chicken's cooked all the way through, and you're ready for dinner. This next recipe that I have is absolutely delicious. It's one of our favorites, and the beautiful thing, again, it all fits in this dish. So I call this a hamburger bake. I don't know, but it's delicious anyways. I'm gonna start off with some sweet potatoes. You can use white potatoes in this. If you're trying to do a more low-carb diet, you could use cauliflower in place of the potatoes. You could use butternut squash in place of the potatoes. You could use radishes. A lot of people think that radishes taste like potatoes when they're cooked, like oven baked. I never could make that comparison. Leave me a note in the comments. Let me know if you are doing keto or low carb, if you think that a radish baked tastes like potato. It's good, but I can't substitute it for a potato in recipes. Anyways, you're gonna wanna just throw the sweet potatoes in the dish. Just kind of have them all chopped evenly. Next, I'm gonna put some rutabaga on top of this. Rutabaga is, I think, a very good keto-friendly root vegetable. If you're hungry for a French fry, try using rutabaga. I love rutabaga. Like when I was chopping this rutabaga up, my mouth started watering. I just love it. I think rutabaga is one of those things where you either love it or you hate it. But I love it. So that's going in next. And then I have 2 pounds of burger here. You're just going to want to put your burger on top next. And just kind of crumble it all the way through. This also is gonna bake for about an hour covered. Halfway through, I always stir it just because the hamburger kind of will wanna clump together again, but that way everything just stays apart if you would just stir it like a half hour after you put it in the oven. So yeah, you're just gonna wanna evenly distribute all that burger throughout. And next, you're just gonna wanna take your onion and just spread that throughout. I love these layered dishes because all of the flavors just kind of meld together and you don't have to season them a whole lot. Like all of the vegetables and the meat, it does that for you. And they're super easy to throw together. So once you got your onion on, I'm gonna use zucchini tonight. I just felt like something green needed to go in this dish, just for the color factor. I know that's silly, but I had some zucchini, so I just chopped that up and I'm just gonna put that on top. But you can just put whatever vegetables you have laying around in your fridge in this. It will be delicious. Oop, one got away from me. I am going to wash my hands now really super fast, and then I'm just gonna salt and pepper this up. Hold on. So yeah, I'm just gonna coat this really well with some salt and some pepper. And that's it. How easy is that? You know, people think that it is that you have to really be in your kitchen, you have to really be cooking for so long in order to eat healthy. But I mean, I just threw this together so fast. I'm gonna let the oven do all the work, and we're gonna enjoy a delicious dinner tonight. You're just gonna wanna cover this and bake it at 400 degrees for about an hour until it's done. And like I said, halfway through, you're just gonna wanna stir it up and just to mix everything up, mix those flavors together, and you have yourself a great dinner. So I'll see you for the next one. This last recipe that I'm gonna share with you guys is a Mexican skillet, and it's done on the stovetop, all in this beautiful pan. This is definitely a keto-friendly, low-carb dinner that my whole family enjoys. So if you're looking for something that is low-carb keto that you want your kids to eat as well, this is a good one. All I'm gonna do here, I have 2 pounds of hamburger. I'm just gonna throw those in the pan. And while these are browning up, I am going to toss right in the red pepper and onion, right along with the burger. This is a great weeknight dinner because this comes together so fast. And those weeknights, that's what we need, right? We need something that comes together in 30 minutes or less. This one probably comes together really fast. I don't know, I've never timed it, but I would say under the 30-minute mark, that's for sure. So I'm just gonna break up this meat. And start cooking it. Halfway through, when you have everything almost browned and the onions are starting to turn translucent and the peppers are starting to soften a little bit, that's when I go ahead and I add the rest of the ingredients. So I have 2 bags of cauliflower rice, and the nice thing about these bags are you can pop them in your microwave and cook them like however much, if you want them halfway cooked or the whole way. I did the whole way because I'm trying to go fast here, because no one wants to be cooking longer than they have to, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dump both of these bags of cauliflower rice in here. And just give it a quick stir. What's nice is when you add the rest of the ingredients when it's about halfway cooking is all of those flavors just really have time to cook together, and those flavors just kind of go through the whole dish. So, and then I have, this is my last corn from my garden last year. So we're gonna enjoy this because homegrown corn, it doesn't taste anything like store-bought corn. So we have a few months until we get some more homegrown corn. But if you have a can of corn or a frozen bag of corn, it's delicious. So go ahead and just add that. Another, if you want to cut the cost of this recipe, instead of doing 2 pounds of burger, you could go ahead and sub a pound of, like for a pound of the burger, you could do beans if you like beans. It would just add more fiber into the dish, and it would be a lot more cost effective. So, but I'm not doing that tonight. I want it like this. So, and then I'm gonna season it. So of course, the star of every dish, right, is the salt. And I really like to salt my food because Salt brings out the flavor of the food and the other spices that you use. And when you are working with whole ingredients, you can use a lot of salt. If you're not using any packaged ingredients. Those packaged ingredients have so much sodium in them, it's crazy. But then I'm going to, of course, any Mexican dish, you gotta use the cumin, and I love cumin. Like, I'm gonna put like probably a third cup of cumin in this thing. And I might even add some more after I taste it. We'll see. But once I add that cumin, oh, the smell, it just smells amazing. Next, I'm gonna add a lot of onion powder as well. And some oregano, all of those Mexican spices. And then, of course, some pepper. What would be really delicious in this as well is if you wanted to add some garlic. Garlic makes everything taste better, but you will see in all of my recipes, I don't use garlic, and that's because it's my son's kryptonite. Like, he can't eat garlic. Every time he eats garlic, he gets a bellyache. So it's a garlic-free home at this house. But, as my husband says, our breath will always smell good. So all you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to just mix this all up until that burger is completely browned all the way through and all your veggies are soft and you have tried it and you like it. Doesn't need any more seasoning anywhere. And that's it. It's so easy. It's so fast. It all fits in this one beautiful pan. And I will probably, when we serve this, you could either put some cheese on top of it and some avocado. So good. So this is what we're having for dinner. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope it gave you guys some ideas for some one-pan, no-mess dinners, and I will see you in the next video.